The content of this radio show is to provide information and entertainment purposes only and should not be considered advice or a recommendation. Thing or Two About Life Total is an adult podcast and recommended for mature audiences only. No content from the radio show can be used without the permission of Thing or Two About Life Total. Thank you.
I am so into me, but I can learn a thing or two from you. I can weather the storm all by myself, but I'm so glad I got a total crew.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back into another Total Podcast. Thing or two about life. I am your host, Mario, and I'm joined along with my other host, my fam, my peeps. Man, we got a show tonight. We're going to kind of cover a little bit of everything. And as y'all know, we have declared that it is 2025, year of the pettiness, and Andrea has finally jumped on board with. She got a petty entry tonight, so we'll sit back and we'll let her unravel all of that, and we'll go from there. Um, don't forget, we out there in them streets, y'all. Look at the backgrounds. You'll see we Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You think of a place, we out there. So if you say you can't find us, then that's a you issue, but we out there. Don't forget to join the Facebook group. We're constantly getting people in there, having a good time. People posting stuff. Keep the conversation going. If you join the group, hey, you see something you like, comment. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it tight. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna let Andrea introduce herself first tonight, then we're gonna get on into this show. Andrea, how you doing, producer?
I'm great. How are you?
Wonderful.
We're fine. Yes. Anyway, you all, I hope that you all enjoyed the show with us tonight. Trust and believe it's gonna be petty out the door. Run it. Oh, yes. You know, since they can be petty, you might as well join and be petty too, you know.
Wow.
And then look at him shaking his head as both of them, they just shaking their head. It is what it is. Love y'all.
I just hope in full disclosure we don't have no technical difficulties. At least on this one. At least on this one. Yeah. All right, Mr. 01, Mr. Make It Do What It Do. D-Jack is in the house. Talk to him, bro.
What up, my peoples? Good evening. Good evening. Hope everybody's doing well and lovely. As you know, at the top of the show, I always say I have put my disclaimer out there at the first of the year. You know, if you missed it, hey, go back and look at the first episode. I put it out there. I'm still on that, and I'm still gonna tell you this is 2025, year of the petty. So goddamn it, if it's petty enough to make the list, it's gonna be out there.
All right, there you have it. And as usual, our resident big man, Mitch, holla at him, player.
What up, what up, what up? What it is, what it ain't. Take a bath if you stink. Everything you think you want, not what you really need. Take a moment and breathe. Breathe.
All right. Breathe.
No one gonna love you like you love yourself, even if you gotta pay for it. Ooh.
Oh.
Oh man. Speaking of pay for it, we gonna get into it. Okay, that's what I said. We gonna get into it. We gonna get into it tonight.
Make sure y'all ass pay for the dick. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mario. My bad.
Okay, all right. So let me just start off this little thing right here. Please, God, let this play. I'm gonna start off with this. Andrea just said that, hey, look, it's the year of the petty. She could be petty too. Now, here's the thing. She want to know that, we got the price list together, and we got services that we are going to render for a said amount, right? And Mitch and Leon, I guess she wants to know, right? What would be the cost if you ran up on this and this want your services?
You were born with one of the rarest conditions in the world.
Hell no.
You were born a hermaphrodite.
Yes.
Can you explain what that means?
A hermaphrodite is someone who was born both male and female. I was born with both a and a big black.
Is there balls as well?
No, I don't have balls.
Okay. Is the country like below the or above it?
It's up under it.
It's up under. Okay.
When I was born, I had both, but it started off very small. As I
Okay.
grew older, it grew older. But when I turned 25, it hit a major growth spurt. I'm like 9. It's out of my control. I was born this way. My mama didn't choose to cut one of the other ones off. I just have learned to embrace it and learn to just be who I am.
A guy ever like run up and try to holler at you? He looking at you like, damn, you fine, and then he kind of see something poking out. Does he be like, wait, whoa?
You'll be surprised. I don't have many guys actually who make it a problem.
Oh, so guys be cool with it.
They love it.
Being that you have both, are they like bisexual?
What was his initial attraction? He seen a woman first. So we have to give him that. When we lay down, he got an extra bonus. But that doesn't make him bisexual. I'm still a woman.
So street be with it?
Street be with it. A couple NFL players. And I was just like, I like how his back look. I would love to see it over.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, bitch, you're going too far.
That's right, Duval. That's right, Duval.
So,
You think that's funny, don't you? You think that's funny.
so the question is, if that person came to you, want your services, and she whipped out that 9-inch dick, what's the protocol here, fellas?
I'm married. I ain't got no protocol.
Leah?
I've already answered this question in the past when I posted this video up on when somebody else posted it up in the chat or on the thing or whatever. Technically, she don't know what the fuck she is because a hermaphrodite is a woman or male with both genitalia of a male and a female. She said herself she does not have balls, so that is not a dick. That is an overgrown, engorged clitoris and a vagina. That's what she got. So if she want to get it cut off and make it a normal size, it's cool. That's what she can do if she want to, but she don't want to because she like the fact that it's huge and she can't orgasm from it. I mean, it doesn't ejaculate semen. So no, she is not a hermaphrodite. She is all female. Point blank. So all she can get is the female services. She ain't getting no sexual enjoyment out of fucking nobody, sticking it in nobody because it ain't coming. Ain't nothing shooting out of when we stick our dick in something and it get to that point where it's time to bust, what we gonna do? We gonna bust. We gonna skeet all over something. What's she gonna skeet on? Not a goddamn thing. She can't. She is a fully engorged woman with an engorged clitoris.
Andrew?
There's a lot of them out there like that. Trust me, I haven't seen a few. Goddamn me, 4-5 inch long clitorises. And it is what it is. That's how you was born, and that's how you got an engorged clitoris. Cool.
In her mind, she said she got a 9-inch dick.
She ain't got no. She got a 9-inch clitoris.
So, Andrea, what would be your rebuttal to that?
Well, you know him, that one over there down up under you. I always like to go all scientific and method and shit.
Just stating the facts.
Yeah, you are stating the facts. But the question was,
did she think her 9-inch clitoris was
price? That was the question. What's your price? That's the question.
The whole thing was the fact that you found something funny about it or interesting about it. The fact that she thought that she had a 9-inch dick with no nuts. It was not possible. So she think that it's a dick, but it's actually or engorged clitoris. She's still a woman. So the price will be the same as any other woman. But if she wanted to think that she's gonna do something different with this 9-inch clitoris, then she gonna have to pay way more than what other folks will pay. If that's the case, if she think that she gonna do something different or get some kind of special treatment, no.
So if she says she wanted you to stroke the 9-inch, like we said, the add-on service, is that a option?
It would be an option, but like I said, it's gonna be extra. Extra on top of the extra.
So what do you feel when she said she had some street niggas don't mind, dealing with that? She done had some NFL player that you're like, ooh, you look kind of good back there. I would love to see what it like to ram you.
Oh no, ain't none of that. Only somebody getting rammed is around here is me. I'm doing all the ramming. You can accept everything that I'm giving you, but as far as you giving me something, nah, that ain't happening. Because at the end of the day, you're a woman, I'm a man. I do the ramming, you do the receiving.
Well, look at Andrea's face.
What?
All right, Mitch. Anything to add to this, Mitch?
Ain't shit to this, man, cause boy,
All right, I'm gonna say this, man. I'm saying, first of all, as a woman or whatever she said that they attract, when they first see her, they approach her as a woman.
Mhm.
Now, before we get to that right there, that's got to be some full disclosures type shit. You just can't let me run up on that, man.
okay.
You know what I mean? You got you got to have a conversation with me. You know what I mean? And I guess as a man, y'all foreplaying and doing what you're doing, and you decide to run your head down there, you feel that. What? 9 inches ain't no little shit you feeling. That shit. I don't know. You got to tell me. You can't just let me run up on that.
Right.
Well, that's a fight right there.
Mhm.
That's a damn
That's
fight.
Oh my God! So let's flip this around. You dealing with a guy, the same situation, Andrea. You approached him as a guy. He is the reverse of her. He got a 9-inch, dick, and then right up under that, he got a pussy. You entertaining that?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. And the majority of the time, most hermaphrodites are made to become females anyway. So no, I wouldn't entertain that.
But what if he just said, "Hey, look, you know what I'm saying? Just give it a little lick. Just see if you like it. Just try it out."
Excuse me?
What if he say, "Just give it a
You
little
said it
lick"?
turns them on for a woman
Yes.
to
No,
get his
no, that would
coochie.
still be a hard pass for me because I don't roll that way. I don't roll that way, never have, never will. So why would I want to go down there and lick it?
Because it turns him on, it gets him out.
Okay, let's say he don't want you
It
to.
turns him on and turns him on and gets him off.
Yeah, makes him skeet.
Yeah, that makes her skeet for you too, huh?
It makes her skeet. It makes him skeet both of
All
them.
she wants you to do is come down there and lick it and suck on it for a little while.
But okay, let's say he don't want you to lick it, right? Let's say while you ride him, he wants you to reach back there and play with it.
That's all right. I'm good. I'm good. That is right.
Oh my God.
Right.
I just think when any of them situations, man, you got to tell people, man. You just can't let nobody roll up on that, man.
You do.
You got to tell people, man.
I'm just glad I ain't never seen nothing like that before.
I ain't never seen nothing like that. I've seen it like, on the point. I ain't never ran across no shit like that in real life. Cause I don't know shit now. All right, cool. All right, so let's move to the next one. Andrea, what you doing if you ran up? You was just at the grocery store, you just shopping, and then this person ran up on you.
Motherfucker, I'm just trying to help you. I'm sorry, but I don't need your help. Yes, you do, motherfucker. You do need my help, sir. Can't you see that, you son of a bitch? Could you please just let me check out my groceries? Fuck you, I'm trying to help you, motherfucker. Wow, you gotta ask Jesus Christ. I don't have to do anything. We're all sinners. Okay. He's not gonna force you to do it. You're sinning right now. No, I'm not, motherfucker. You fucking accuser. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking accuser. You motherfucker. fucking accuser! Get the fuck out of here! Wow. You motherfucking accuser! Accuser of the fucking brethren, you motherfucker! Yes, ma'am. I'm pissed because you won't recount. I just want to get some groceries and go home.
Whew.
So, because it's really cute, I'm not sure it's dramatic. I don't give a fuck because it's gonna burn in hell. Okay. And you are too, bitch. You don't have
Damn.
You're gonna be down there fucking with them, screaming and holy fucking terror, fucking fire and brimstone. Do you fucking get it? Yeah, I totally understand.
Where you find that bullshit at?
So what you doing, Ashley?
I'm gonna call 911. Go ahead and tell them, come on, get me. That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh
She's
my!
gonna have a well-whoop ass in Walmart and whatever else, because I'm only gonna ask her once to stop talking to me like that.
Motherfucker!
And then you know, some spit probably came out of mouth too, because nope. You know I ain't going.
So you wouldn't have took it as cool as that dude took it.
No, I'm sorry. Ma'am, can you back up? Ma'am, can you stop talking to me like that? Ma'am, I'm not gonna continue to ask you these questions. Ma'am, I'm getting ready to call the police. Ma'am, bam. I'm sorry. I told you.
Hit her with the ma'am bam. All right, Lee Jack, what you doing later? Walk up on you with some shit like that, man, out of nowhere. Just god damn.
I tell you, mental illness is a motherfucker,
Man.
especially with these ones these days. I tell you, they just think that everything they say is right. But you know, she rolled up on the right one. Looked like she rolled up on somebody that was of the same persuasion. And you know, she went to talking shit, and he was real cool with her. But had she had rolled up on somebody else, you know, like Fred said, yeah, they would have mopped the floor with her ass, and you know, still been whooping her ass and talking shit behind it because she talking that real caring shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right, big bitch. What you doing, big bitch?
I say clean up on aisle 12.
Mm-hmm. I wish it popped out.
He dropped.
But my question is this: when somebody doing it, it's one thing if she was saying it in a way where she was just trying to, you know, just I guess a Bible thumper that's trying to get you to understand what you're doing. But all these motherfuckers and all of that stuff, and you see the leeway that she was giving. Yes, ma'am, I understand. You know what I'm saying? Well, at that particular point, you gotta ask that lady to leave the store.
Should have been no. She should have been in call security, loss prevention, and then goddamn the police officer that was there and had that woman escorted out of there. But you, like I said, people of certain persuasion get that leniency. If whatever mental illness they're going through, they'll let them talk and act ignorant as they want to out in public. But let it have been somebody else, they'd have had the police in there, maced her, threw her on the floor, beat her head up against the floor, or yeah, they'd been in there all tased them, damn near ready to shoot them. Goddamn, he had 4 or 5 police officers in there whooping that. Yeah, it'd have been a whole nother route.
That'd have been me and you.
Right. Yep.
It would have been me or you, boy. They'd have had us power drive all up against the checkout counter. We'd have stickers and price tags all over our ass. Because they've been beat the hell out of us. If that was us.
Hear them holler constantly. Stop resisting, ma'am. Stop resisting. Everybody, that's you, goddamn me whooping my ass. I ain't resisting shit.
It's not called resisting when I'm reacting to pain.
Right. Stop protecting myself.
Yeah, it's protecting yourself. But then when the lady came up, started calling her a bitch, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we just would not have gotten that leeway. And they didn't even try to make this racist. That's just a truth right there. That was a lot of leeway given to this lady.
Yeah.
True.
It was. It
I
was.
mean,
No, even me as a black woman wouldn't have gotten that. So
Shit. They'd have beat the hell out of you, Andrea. And you know it.
oh my
They'd have
goodness.
had 2 or 3 people whooping Andrea's ass, then handcuffing her, hog tying and talking shit like she just such a bad person.
Mm-hmm.
You already know
Wow.
this.
Yeah, that I just found out. I'm like, damn, this dude, he was awfully calm. You know, he was like, wow, I just wanted to get my groceries and go home. Cause most people been like, well, after so many motherfuckers, you only gonna be like Bernie Mac said, you only gonna be so many motherfuckers.
that's right.
Well, Mario, at least you gotta know between me, you, and Lee Jack, shit, we probably wouldn't even made it out the damn stove
Mm-hmm.
No,
alive.
no, no, no. Cause you can only be so many fuck. You know, then goddamn, you accuse her. I mean, she just
Okay.
went from zero to goddamn. Mm.
No one.
All right, so at some point, all of us have had a surgery at some point in our life. Maybe. You know, I know I've had no Andrea had, no Lee Jack had. You ever had surgery, Mitch?
Oh yeah. Knee
Okay.
surgery, tonsils taken out.
Okay. So what would happen if you had surgery, then after your surgery, you I guess the medicine or the anesthesia still had you loopy and you just started telling all the truths to your girl or your wife like this guy.
A husband who just woke up from surgery, clearly still delirious, started spilling all of his tea in front of his wife. Check this out.
I had baseball a couple of days ago, and it
Ooh.
was great.
What the f are you talking about?
You know what I mean?
I think that medicine got you hallucinating, like talking out your mind or something. Cause
Talking about you just stupid. That's why I love you, because you stupid. You believe anything that's saying. I done cheated on you so many times.
so many times now. So let me ask you this. Last night when you said you was going to work, where was you at?
Uh-oh.
I was at my baby mama's house. I got a baby on the way.
I don't have no, I'm not pregnant.
Anybody talking about you stupid? I got
Ooh.
my piece ready. I'm gonna be a daddy.
Ain't no way. Wow, that's that. One commenter said, unplug him and charge your phone.
Damn. Hi, Lee Jack. I'll let you unwrap this. Is Daddy coming back from that?
Hey, he under anesthesia. Ain't no telling. He out his mind. Cause I'm gonna tell you right now. I was under anesthesia when I had my accident in 2012, 2013. And man, I was talking all kind of crazy shit. Half of it probably wasn't true. Half of it might have been true. I don't know. But a lot of shit I was saying, it was just talking. And I mean, if she wanna sit up here now, I'm gonna tell you this true story. True story. This is bullshit though. Now, my second marriage, right? My wife, she thought it was cute because every once in a while, if I'm really, really tired, I might talk in my sleep. So I guess one night she thought that she was gonna have a conversation with me while I'm asleep. But at the same time, I'm a light sleeper. So if shit going on around me, people moving, people talking, I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna be half-ass sleep, but I'm gonna be woken up to understand what's going on. So this motherfucker decides she want to talk to me while I'm sleeping, talking in my sleep and shit. And she want to get to ask me all kind of stupid ass questions. So goddamn it, okay, we gonna play this game. So I'm finna talk real cash shit to your ass. She asked me about something. I said, "Nah, dumb bitch, it's you." I mean, I went the fuck off on her, talking all kind of ignorant shit to her. So she asked me, I want to say, what did she say? She said something. I thought went to talking real ignorant to her. Then she gonna say, "Hey, wake up, wake up!" Shake me to wake me up. Bitch, I ain't sleep, and don't you ever fucking pull no bullshit like that on me again. Because you never know what I'm talking in my sleep. Just because I'm talking in my sleep don't mean I'm talking about shit. I'm tired. I had a long day. I've been aggravated, and I just talk in my sleep every once in a while. Motherfucker, don't do that. And she was mad about it, but I gave a fuck less. You know, you get what you asked for. You asked for some dumb shit. I'm gonna tell you some dumb shit when I'm sleep, supposed to be sleep. And you trying to pull some information out of me. Okay. Okay.
Wow.
Catch this train. Catch the train, bitch. Catch the train.
So, Andrea, if that was you and you hear him saying this stuff, and say, oh, that's why I love you. You so dumb. That's why I love you, baby. You dumb. You believe everything. Wait, you taking him for his word, or you just gonna chalk it up that that's anesthesia?
Take him for his word, I mean, because drugs do make you tell the truth.
No, that's alcohol.
When you're high,
alcohol makes you tell the truth. Drugs, anesthesia have you loopy and delusional.
So even though he under anesthesia, just fresh out of surgery, and he's saying things, then you asked him a direct question. So when you went to work say you went to work last night, where was you really at? And he said, I was at my baby mama house. You rolling with that? I mean, you ain't getting no leeway for being under anesthesia.
Can't do it.
So she just lost a good man because she playing and he goddamn me trying to be serious and he goddamn me half out his mind. So you gonna take him at his word?
Yep.
Okay. Hold on to that. Hold on to that.
So would you from that point right there, instead of just saying you done, wouldn't it be more prevalent just to go on a fact checking or mission to see if
she said she's done.
before you done?
She's gonna hold on to it. She ain't gonna try to see if it's true or not. She just say it's done. It's over with. She lost a great man for nothing. She done.
It is what it is.
All right, bitch, what's your thing? Should the man be held to what he said why he like that, or what? I don't know what to make of this because you fresh out of nobody knows. You depending on what he was on. Nobody knows what this stuff do to you. He could just. I mean, I don't know, Mitch.
Hell no. It's just like when you sleep, whatever you hear on TV, you dreaming about that shit. Okay? You in the damn movie. You can hear every damn thing that's going on, and your ass is reacting to what you hearing. No, you can't go by that shit. Now, if you start writing the shit down and you start checking up on it, you start seeing a pattern, that's something different. But just because a motherfucker, sitting back saying this, that, and this and that while he all loopy, that shit don't mean shit. Unless you gon', go behind him and check into it. But I couldn't hold nobody, accountable for that shit, right then. If I sit there and wrote the shit down and I started looking into it and I found out it was true what you were saying, that's something different. But right at that moment, I can't hold you again. I can't hold that shit on you. No.
Like me said, I can do it. Write the shit down and go check it out and see for myself. Once I find out it's true, then that's a whole nother story. But if it ain't true, chalk it up to goddamn me anesthesia and drugs.
Even if she said like he told her if that was y'all girl and she laying there and say, look, I'm about to have a baby. She say, I ain't get you pregnant. She said, that well, I ain't talking about your dumb ass. I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant by my side chick. That wouldn't be a hard pill to swallow because you definitely got to go, find some shit out about that shit.
Yeah, all you gotta do is call the nurse. Hey, nurse, can you do a pregnancy test real quick?
There you go.
Let's find out if it's true
right now. Mm-hmm.
Then once we find out if it's true or not, then once she come out of anesthesia, oh yeah, we finna talk. We finna have a real hard.
Yeah, real good conversation. You
Because
got that paperwork. You got that paperwork that's saying that she's pregnant.
After you just spilt your guts about whatever you just spilt your guts about, Let's do a fact checking mission. Let's see how true this shit really is. Then all the other shit that you done said. If one thing is true out of all the shit you said, then we gonna find out if the rest of the shit true.
Okay. Cause that's what I would do too. I ain't gonna just leave you. I'm like it's like y'all said. I either commit it to memory or write some shit down, take some notes on my phone or something, record you said. Like I said, do a little
What you
fact
did.
check it and find out. If this true, then yeah, we cause you gotta give them a little leeway. They fresh out of surgery. You don't know what that fucking medicine do to you. You know what I mean? So you let me stop saying medicine. Let me redo that. Drugs. You know what the drugs do to you. So all right. Andrea had a petty moment. And I want to ask y'all, cause we always saying, this 2025 year of the petty. I just want to know, does this, by y'all estimation, does this fall up on the petty right here? Here we go.
Man, one my baby mama just called me like, he hit me in front of the kids. I said, what? She said, he hit me in front of the kids. I was like, fuck. All right, this is what I want you to do. I want you to go to your mom. I want you to take the kids to your mom's. Make sure they're all right. All right. She's like, okay. I'm like, all right. She's like, hold on. And then what? And then what? I'm like, and then what? Bitch, and then go get your rematch. Fuck you talking about? You got beat up in front of the kids, bro. That shit's embarrassing. I don't want nothing to do, whatever the fuck y'all got going on. You know what I'm saying? And like the fact.
So, Mitch, does that fall up on the petty right there?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's funny as shit too. 'Cause that sounds like some shit I would have said. Yeah. Go back and get your rematch. Cause I ain't bringing my ass over there getting involved in that bullshit. Yeah, I might catch a straight. Hell nah, I ain't going over there.
That shit is funny. So what next? Well, you better take your ass on over there and get a rematch. That's embarrassing. You got beat up in front of the kid shit.
Okay. Hell no.
Oh my god, man. So you wouldn't went back over that bitch?
Hell no. Hell to the
Oh my
no.
god. So on the petty meter, Leah, does that rank as petty?
I mean, that's petty. It's a good 5 on the meter, but like Mitch said, you ain't my woman. Them my kid. Now, if you would said he hit me and the kids, with both all our asses, okay, then that's something for me to goddamn get involved in because you ain't fucking with my kids like that. But he
Okay.
beat your ass. So yeah, take the kids to your mama's house and go back over there and get your lick back by any means.
Hell no.
Now, goddamn it, if you need me to come put some on your books, you can give me a call. I'll put some on your books. I ain't bailing you out. Put some on your books. I put a little 50 spot on your books. Get you some Twinkies or some ding dongs or something, ho
Not
hos.
some Twinkies, ho
Yeah,
hos.
Twinkies or ding dongs. Commissary. Get you a pack of noodles or some shit. Some crap. I'll put some on your books, but I feel bad for you. But you got to realize I got to take care of these kids now. So I can't give you too much, maybe $50, maybe 50.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, Andrea, what you thinking? That's petty. So you call one of your, baby daddies and Andrea ain't here?
Yeah, she had to step away for a second. She on mute. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what you supposed to do. Cause once y'all broken up, like you said, if my kids, once I've confirmed that my kids ain't been touched and you done took them over there, they secure at your mama's house or my mama's house or whatnot, at that particular point, you got to work that shit out. Yeah, you got to work. Better go do the old school Vaseline and fix your earrings, pull your hair back, and do a little shadow boxing like you Cuba Gooding Jr. Head on back over there.
Stop by the store first and get you a good old frying pan.
Yeah, because chances are, as you were saying before we started recording, this the guy you chose. This the guy
You're gonna be
Did
back
what you
once
wanted.
it's all said and done. So shit.
Ain't no
So you
fucking way.
get back.
But I wonder why women do that though. Say that we break up, right? You know, probably think whatever we had wasn't worth saving. But now that I'm no longer yours, you still see me as your savior, your protector. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I called you and said I need you to take this little care, this little weight for me or some bitch over here acting up, you think she coming?
Hell
Yeah.
no.
No, she is not coming.
That motherfucker on first station, that's the bitch you chose. Goddamn me. You
Mm-hmm.
have fun with her.
Yeah, that's that little bit. Okay, you left your family for that bitch over there. You know, serves you right. Serves you right, motherfucker.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
yeah, still they
I
want you to come
wasn't.
over there and risk your life for a woman you ain't with no more.
Mhm. Bitch, get a life.
That shit is insane how they that's how they really do look at that shit though, man.
Yeah,
They
I was saying
really
the
do
shit.
look like that.
It's
Hell
Oh
all
man.
no.
saying the shit.
Hell no. Ain't no way.
Ain't no way. Now, that might be in a 5 on the petty meter, but I got some leads that definitely gonna rank a little high on the petty meter.
Oh yeah.
Check this. Check this out.
So the bitch kicked me out today. She did. She kicked me out today. And guess what I did? Set a 10 up beside her shit.
Oh yeah.
Set me a nice little 10 up. You hear me? There go her house. There go my I-10. And I got my dog with me. A nigga better not come up in there. I'm out here watching, you hear me? I'm out here fucking watching. This what it is. This how we getting down. Better not come over here in my shit talking shit. I'm gonna beat her motherfucking ass. You hear me? I know I ain't had no motherfucking bill money, but she ain't have to put me out on the street. But luckily, I had my motherfucking tent. So this what we doing today. Got my security right here too. He on point. He ain't gonna let shit happen to me. So we out here today. And forever if we gotta be. Fuck that bitch.
Mm-mm-mm.
Right.
Mm-mm-mm.
Now, is that a little higher than a 5? He done pitched the tenant right across the street from right across the street from my house. I wish a nigga would come up and here.
That
It's a
ain't
little
even
high.
petty. That's stupid.
Yeah, it's a little high. I give him a 6 on that because if he wanted to be just fucking petty, all he had to do is go to the corner or go out to the curb and camp his tent up right there and run some electricity from his tent to her house. You know, plug it up outside. That'd have been real petty. And dad, a motherfucker don't plug it. Yeah, that'd have been real petty.
Man, what going on in your life where you say I ain't going nowhere, goddamn it? Clearly, you must be used to doing that. Cause what type of nigga got a tent on deck ready to go?
Ready to go. No need to
Well,
go no camping out in the woods because niggas don't do that shit.
nope. They only go camping when they get out, put out, and they ain't got no place to go.
Right.
I
But I tell you what
mean,
would have been real petty though.
what?
What would have been real petty if she'd have called somebody and got them away from that tent for a minute and pour some gas all around that shit and
Yeah,
set
that'd be
that
petty.
shit on fire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
that'd
when he
been
came back,
petty.
all this shit would have been burnt up. Yeah, now that would have been petty. That'd have been on
Damn,
10 petty.
man, that falls up under the category. Move on, player. She don't put you out. So what you gonna do? Go camp out in front of the girl house and then say if she come out here and try to make him move or something, he gonna whoop her motherfucking ass. So if you want to go on and go to jail, just go on down there and you go to jail if
Right.
that's
I'd have been sitting outside Mario with a little card table, a chair, a bottle of wine with a fucking glass, watching that shit burn up. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I'd have been okay.
Ah,
And
damn, man, it
and
ain't that
and,
serious, man.
and I had a bowl with a dog right there. With a
Right.
bowl of dog food for the dog, and the dog would have been right over there. And that motherfucker would have walked in the yard, dog be Your own goddamn dog growling at you. That's petty.
I mean, move the fuck. Oh man. I mean, whew, I just don't get it, man. I mean, he said he couldn't help pay the bills. I guess so. He ain't got nothing to move the fuck on to. So I guess he can do this. He can't help out on that, and that's why he got put out. But shit, she don't want you, man. And I don't know, man. Does this count up on the mental ill? Because something ain't right with that.
Yeah, that would fall under that category. You don't want. First of all, you ain't got no job to help pay the bills, and you ain't paying no bills. Now you got them he's posted up and say about not nobody, another nigga better not come up in there. That you're gonna sick the dog on them, and then she come over there talking shit, you gonna whoop out. Yeah, you got a lot of issues going on, that player.
Too many.
I
Too many
mean,
issues.
it won't take much for somebody to come through, ransack your house, your tent,
Throw a
You
jar
know,
of piss in his tent.
yeah, what I'm saying, won't take much. They just come through there, just hit that shit like a balloon, knock your whole tent down.
Okay.
While
Like
you're
baby boy, knock his fort down.
trying to sleep,
Oh
goddamn,
my god.
drop a cigarette butt on this shit. He done. He burnt
Okay.
out.
That's what I said. At some point, you got to sleep, dude. At some point, you just gonna be out there. It must be a decent time of the year because you ain't doing that shit in no winter time.
Okay. A whole jar of fleas, throw it off in that motherfucker on his ass.
Damn. Goddamn women, I'm just telling y'all something. Goddamn, y'all better don't fuck around with the other bitch. Goddamn, go. they know how to amp it up. Leon said
Yeah,
that
boy.
shit is a 5 and the other one is a 6. So that be, boy, there's some levels that these people ain't seen yet.
Shit. I want the next motherfucker to fuck with me, boy. Y'all think I'm bullshitting. There's a motherfucking company you can get you a case of roaches from. And they come in fucking cases. You take the damn roaches out and just shake it like this. Just shake it like this. Roaches everywhere. I know y'all seen that post I put up.
Damn.
That's for the next motherfucker.
Damn. I mean, you wouldn't be able to get rid of the motherfucker once you start
Hell
getting that many
no.
roaches in your goddamn house and shit. Oh my God. All right, that brings us to the final video. This is up on the believe it or not. Do you believe that this is a real thing? They saying about the Tesla cars and what they can do. Just at the end, we'll just see.
Tesla has a biometric camera on it. That biometric camera on that Tesla can pick up the life force of a human being, basically, and show up on the camera.
It's crazy.
You take your Tesla to the graveyard, you're going to see people walking around that you cannot see with your own two eyes. You can pull this up right now. Oh, people are freaking out about it. You take your Tesla to the graveyard. On your camera, you're going to see humans walking around, but you go look out the window and not see nobody.
Please show yourself if you're.
Who's there?
Yeah, I'm not. You saw another one?
Yeah, I saw another one. That's creepy.
So was it? Oh my gosh, yo. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
All right, Mitch, you believe it or not?
You know what? There's a whole lot of shit that I believe, and there's a whole lot of shit I don't believe. You know, I don't know if I believe that bullshit. But then too, why not? It ain't no goddamn telling what these motherfuckers can do. AI is running rampant on our ass. You know, you look at tiny hairs looking like Smokey Robinson now. All these goddamn plastic surgeries. So if you can make Tiny look like Smokey Robinson, you can do anything.
Yeah, you
Shit,
stupid. You stupid.
Am I lying though? Look at pictures of Tidy right now and look at Smoking Robinson. The motherfuckers look alike.
I
That's
mean,
why I
that's
say
funny.
you can do anything with AI. So hell, I don't know.
All right, Lee Jack, what you think?
Man, I have never thought about or even attempted to look into it. But yeah, these cameras they are very sensitive to a lot of stuff, and they getting more and more sensitive as the years go on. And Elon think his shit just the top tier high tech shit that's out there. So I'm gonna be surprised if he had a damn biometric camera that actually could supposed to be picking up stuff like that. For his, you know, sensing move, because they supposed to sense movement or sense motion or sense some type of heat signature or something or some type, yeah, body signature. So I
Mm-hmm.
mean, like they say, probably a malfunction in the system that's picking all this shit up, and they putting it on the screen, or it's popping up on the screen is looking like a person. But for as me actually seeing the shit and knowing whether or not, I don't know if it's true or not. It might be true. I mean, it could be true, but I ain't trying to get no Tesla and see for myself.
Me either.
And that was gonna be the question I would ask. Do any one of y'all know anybody who got a Tesla? Because if this is true, let's just say hypothetically, if this was true, then don't that open up a whole nother thing of questions about the
Mhm.
afterlife and what we thought about it and all this type of stuff? If you seeing these people still running around, it will either confirm or or debunk theories that people got about the afterlife and all of that. So I mean, I know y'all say y'all don't want to see, but I would like to see this and see if this is real. Just say, okay, y'all need to stop this shit because y'all got people out here doing it. But if that is true, then it kind of opens up a whole nother line of questioning. I mean, when y'all agree with that?
Yeah, open up a line of questioning what your boy Elon Musk really got going on, with all the shit that he's doing and saying, and now we find out his car got capabilities of doing shit that they never thought of before. Yeah, it opened up a whole lot of questions to what him and the Orange Man got going on.
Because from what we hear about a lot of stuff, and I'm gonna take it down to the basic dumbest level you could possibly take it to into my movies and shit like that, saying that souls need to be buried properly or put away properly so they can be rested. If you seeing people running around, if this is true, does that mean those souls ain't resting?
Right? That's what it means.
Well, when you die, you out of your body. Your body is just clay, dirt.
Yeah,
So
I understand that, but I'm just talking about the whole rest in peace, or your soul's at rest and stuff like that, and you when you transition and stuff like that. But if you seeing bodies running around, does that mean that that soul is not at rest?
I don't know, man. But really, the truth, I don't think energy dissipates. Your body is energy. I don't think you can ever kill energy. I think that, and I don't care what nobody else think, but I'm just saying what I think. It's been too many times, man, where I didn't had deja vu conversations with people, and I'm like, damn, where that come from? It's been too many times where I didn't met somebody that know me, but I don't know them, and I'm saying, like, damn, how the hell they know me? And I'm just saying, I believe yeah, I believe it's a cycle. You keep coming back. That's what I think. I
Okay,
really
do you
do.
believe
I think you keep
you
coming back.
you think that, Leon, that we all be reincarnated, but we just can't? Well, some people can. Some people have claimed that they can remember their past lives and stuff. So do you think that that's a thing where you think you keep coming back? You believe in reincarnation? I guess is what I'm trying to ask.
To a certain point, yes, I guess I would say yes, because it's like we said, your body is just a vessel, and your soul is something that's they have claimed to be immortal. So I mean, if it doesn't die, then where does it really go? Some people say, you got heaven and hell, but then a lot of people say, well, some people don't make it. If you don't make it to heaven or hell, then you stuck in a limbo, or you stuck here on this world just moving about. Sometimes people are, because like look at the kids nowadays. They come out doing shit that we know they shouldn't be doing at 3, 4 months old.
Mm-hmm.
You see now, like they said, when COVID hit and you had all these COVID babies, they coming out 6 months, they talking, reading, and about ready to start reading and writing. Where did that happen before? Or they come out making faces and looking at people and acting strange and
Holding the head up already.
yeah, all this stuff that they doing. Uh, we ain't always been like that. When we was kids, and in the younger days, and in the past, in the early 2000s and 99s and all that stuff, you wouldn't hear about kids doing all this stuff. They would be normal kids, and they wouldn't be talking about. You very rarely hear people saying, "Oh, this kid doing this and that at an early age." Now you hear the shit all the time, and you be like, "Oh, it's like they've been here before." It seemed that way, don't it?
It do.
It does, and that's why I found that so crazy, because like I say, if this was real, it could potentially set certain aspects of theologies and theological theories in a whole different way, or somebody would have to revisit all of this, what we've been taught. If that's the case, if this can really be seen, then it lets you know that when you transition, I guess if you don't transition properly, or maybe the whole transitioning thing is just not right from the get-go.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think that's interesting. I understand what y'all saying about the ramifications of seeing stuff like this or knowing stuff like this. Because sometimes, like they say, sometimes when you see things, you can't unsee the shit. You can't unknow the shit. Some things you just want to leave alone, because you never be the same once you're aware of certain things.
That's true.
So I mean, I can understand where y'all coming from. Where you say, do you really want to mess around with that? Like when people fuck around with Ouija boards, I would know. I don't give a
I
damn if it's
wouldn't
just a
do it.
toy or whatever. I ain't never doing that shit ever.
Me either.
So I've seen a few people when I was in college. People want to play. Hey, y'all want to? Nah, I'm telling you what, y'all do that, I'm leaving. Cause I just don't. You don't know who you inviting in and all of that stuff. Cause
Okay.
if that's real right there, that means that people are walking around. Then that means somewhere, if we being honest, there has to be some type of, and now I'm definitely going to the movies and shit, some type of temporal door, some type of alternate timeline or portal or some shit that they can come back through if the right shit is said, or the right spells or incantations or ceremonies is performed. And I guess you just say, you don't want to fuck with that shit, man. Leave that where that's at.
Or why don't you think that? Why do people think that we the only people on this earth? Why do people think that there's nothing else out there except us? And you got to be a special kind of dumb. You got a whole damn galaxy out there. How the hell you think that we the only thing living in the galaxy? You can't be that stupid.
Right.
That's like thinking that the world is flat, knowing damn well it's a sphere. But that's how we do things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And what you said is something I agree with. When you say about the deja vu, that lets you know when you have deja vu that the brain can do things that we just, for whatever reason, can't turn back on. Maybe at once upon a time as human we could do it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's for psychology. It's a real thing. It's not just sort of kind of happen like that. When you have deja vu, that's the exact situation that happened, and that's not no coincidence. Nobody can ever
No,
make me say deja vu is a coincidence. That means your brain can do things or get a glimpse of alternate timelines or something. Cause that shit happened. It's so jarring that as soon as it happens, you go, wait a minute, I've done this before. I've seen it before. It be the exact same thing. That's how come your brain it triggers something because it's the exact. I've done this before.
you only use 30% of your brain, man. You don't know what your brain can do.
Yes. And that's what I said. At one point, there's documented history that people used to live because, with Methuselah and all that, it's documented history that people used to live a long ass time. What happened to make us not do that anymore?
Right.
Mm.
So at some point, we, like you said, we only use 30% of our brain. Some point in time, we had to have used 100% of it. What happened?
Mm-hmm.
We lost that knowledge.
Yeah. We turned dumb to the fact.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a real thing, though. If somebody only feeds you a little bit of knowledge, right, to the point where it only fills up 30% of your brain, then and say, okay, that's all the knowledge I got. You ain't got nothing to push it no more, so you stay at 30%. You know what I mean? You don't have nothing to push you to another level. Like I be saying with the children, we feed our children too slow. Cause when a kid young, we think cause they can't talk, they don't understand. Kids can understand long before they talk.
You sure can.
So we force feed them to, and they be 9, 10 months old. We still say, hey, babe, still talking Google Gaga, talking in their brain. They probably going, you do know I understand what the fuck you saying. Please stop talking to me like that. You know what I'm saying? But in the process of doing that, we dumbing them down.
Mm-hmm. We've been
So
doing that for a long time, though.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, man, I will leave that right there. I was just saying that's crazy. I would like to know if that's just a skit or if that's a real thing. I mean, it's interesting. I ain't gonna go chasing it, but I would definitely like to know if that's real. Cause shit, that would change a lot.
No, it wouldn't. What was going to change? What would it change? Just because you
It
can
would.
see a body moving around, you can see thermo, a thermal body of somebody moving around. What that's going to do is make your ass stay away from the graveyard.
I mean, it'll make you stay away from the graveyard too. But like I know, when it comes to the sciences, if somebody see that, guess what the next evolution of them seeing it? If I see it, guess what I want to do with it? I want to
I want to
talk to
talk
it. I
to
want to
it.
communicate with it. So once you start seeing it, not me, I ain't saying me, but there are people out there who gonna say, you know what? Fuck it, let's do it. And if they actually do that, then not everything that you talk to is gonna be a peaceful, loving thing. You don't know what the fuck you talking to. There's a reason they running around out there, they soul lay at rest or some shit like. I mean, you know what I mean? And then that's that proverbial Pandora's box, and then it
No,
all go to shit from there.
I tell you a proverbial Pandora's box. Do you see what scientists have restructured uh, a wolf
The
from prehistoric?
Beowulf, the
Yeah,
Beowulf, yeah.
yeah. What the now? Ain't nobody done that but some crazy ass YP person. Because ain't nobody our color gonna do no shit like that. If they doing that, what the hell else you think they're gonna try to resurrect?
They've been trying to do that shit for longest though. They've been
Yeah, I was for to say,
running.
bitch, I got news for you. That been out the bag. They are fucking around in all type of laboratories all around the world. It may not be. Cause you remember what was the name? Babe, the sheep or something that were born in the bubble. They recreated the. You remember about 10 years ago
Yeah,
they did
I
this
remember
shit?
that. Hmm.
Yeah, so they been fucking with this shit, man.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. They're gonna fuck around and bring these damn dinosaurs back, and they're gonna be in trouble.
They've been trying to do that shit too.
I
Yep,
know it.
they been. See, the problem with that Beowulf thing is at this particular point, it has no natural predator because it's whatever used to be its predator has long been there. If that thing ever escapes, you will fuck a whole ecosystem up wherever that's at. Because at that point, it will be the alpha dominant thing by far. Kill everything in his path.
And all it's got to do is get with another wolf.
Yep.
It ain't got to be, you know what I'm saying? All it's got to do. And there you go. You got a genetic mutation of a up to date wolf with that wolf.
I got news for you, Mitch. They probably already fucking around with shit like that. Since we brought him back, gotta have companionship. Let's see, cause you know the same way they like to do the dogs and stuff. They fucking around with that in the lab too. Trying to get him mate with all type of shit, Mitch. I promise you that. All different type of wolves from all around the globe to see what takes.
I'm trying to tell y'all, man.
They do shit like that. Yeah. So, yeah, Mitch, I agree with you. Some stuff you supposed to just leave alone, cause once you start playing God, ain't nothing good can come from that.
No, it ain't.
Yeah. All right, y'all. We'll leave that right there. We'll close out the show. Sorry, Andrea had to get off, even though she ain't say bye, nothing, or why she got off, or
I know why she
nothing.
got off. You know why she got off too, because she couldn't win, child. She couldn't win, child. That's why she got off.
Yeah, I mean, so sorry Marlena couldn't be here. Sorry Mama D couldn't be here. So, but the fellas, we held it down. So, Lee Jet, take us up out of here, big dog.
Hey, my people, it's been a great show as usual. You know, as I say, and as I always continue to say, goddamn me, if the five, if you got something, that you think that's, you know, different from everybody else, or you think you a genetic freak, look into what you think that you are, because 9 times out of 10, you ain't that. Just be happy with being who you are, man, woman, boy, child, girl, whatever it is. Be happy with that. Just because your body parts shaped a little different, like I've said before, everybody got something that's a little different from everybody else. Everybody ain't perfect. We genetic, all us genetic freaks. Just figure out what your genetic freakness is and accept it.
Boy, you said it there, buddy.
But I always wondered this, and I'll just say this, and I know it's gonna be fucked up and it's gonna be controversial, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Why wouldn't the hermaphrodite get with the hermaphrodite and they just double fuck?
Boy, you stupid. You stupid.
I mean, wouldn't it seem like it'd be a lot of fun? You put your dick in that pussy, y'all just double fucking. You know what I'm saying? It just seemed like it would be the natural progression of what y'all doing.
Well, for one, it ain't gonna line up.
Yeah, but you got to find one who got a pussy at the top and a dick at the bottom. Then the other one had to have the dick at the top and then the pussy at the bottom. Then it'll line up there.
God, dog.
I'm just saying, man. It's just But you notice when they get like that, they don't want another one. They want normal folks.
Of course they do. That's like midgets want normal women. A midget man want a normal woman. You don't want no midget woman. Same
Could you
thing.
be with a midget woman, Mitch?
Hell no. What the hell you think that look like? Hell no. I can't even think that. No.
What about you, Leon? Could you be with a midget woman?
I don't know. Some of them, short people, they kind of packing. Yeah, you look at them, you be looking at them like, look at this
Hot wings.
Yeah, look at this itty bitty motherfucker here. I can stick her in my pocket and we could have a blast.
Yeah. That shit made me think about hot wings. Can't do
Me
it.
and my friends have talked about this shit ad nauseum. Dave and Will say they could do it, and Danny, I was like, I can't do it, man. It just something don't seem right about it. You know what I mean? I know at the end of the day that's a woman. It just don't seem right, man.
It don't seem. Hey,
It don't.
I'm just saying, Mario, you got to look at some of these little people.
Man.
They're like a little kid to me.
Uh, I don't know if I go that far, but I agree with the premise. It just seems
It seems
I don't
like
know. It just seemed not right, man. Like when you see him, you just feel like you want to help. Excuse me, can I help? You need help? You know what I'm saying? When you see him, you feel the thought of I'll fuck him is not the first thing come to my mind. But
well,
I've
it's the
seen.
first thing that come to your mind, but goddamn, you get to looking at them, you know, you kind of look past all that and look at them as far as physique wise. You be like, yeah, I wonder.
Mm, I can't do it. I'm sorry,
I
I can't
can't
do
do it, man.
it. I couldn't.
Couldn't do it, bitch. I mean, hell no.
I
I've
couldn't
seen
do
them
it.
at the strip clubs and stuff, and they make money. You know, people be
Yeah, they
fascinated
do.
about shit. You know, I'm
Like
like,
I say,
man,
look at them bodies. You be like, God damn, this
man.
mama thick as hell.
I couldn't do it. I just couldn't
I
do it.
couldn't. I'm like, bitch, I couldn't do it, man.
They be
Be
like,
like,
look at
you.
the face on her. Look at the boobies. Oh my God.
Oh my god, hell no, man.
That's how they think. I'm telling you. I'm just saying. That's how. Ask, what do you say? Ask your boys. They be like, man, look at the ass on that one. Ooh,
It's
Yes,
you
all
we have.
right.
steaks.
We have talked about it. He sent me a picture. Well, you wouldn't do this. Well, I'm like, where in the fuck you find this picture? You must got a thing for midgets to go find this picture. I'm like, no, man, I'm good on that, man. Shit. But all right, Mitch, talk to him, man.
Man, look here. It is still 2025. It's still the year to petty. You know, all the money in the world can't save you from your damn self. If you're a freak, be that freak on your own. Don't bring that freaky shit to my doorstep. If you're crazy, be crazy on your own. Don't bring that crazy shit to my house. You know, everybody got their own little way of doing shit. If you a little freaky deaky and you do crazy shit, keep that shit on the other side of the damn street. Cause I'm gonna tell you right now, over here at my house, I ain't opening the door from your ass. I'm gonna just peep out the peephole at your ass. That's all I can do for you.
That's all you can do.
That's
And
all I can
Oh,
do for you.
I want to say, you know, out to shout out to all my little women. Y'all are beautiful. Y'all are, you know, y'all are special. I'll never want goddamn me say nothing, you know, I have to worry about you. You know, if I say something hurt your feelings, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
hey.
I love y'all. I love y'all to death. I promise I do.
Hey, look, I don't mean that by it. I'm just saying, y'all ain't my cup of tea. Please respect that. Thank you, please. Thank you.
Boy,
Respect
stop it.
that. God,
We can
man.
hang out. We can drink a couple of drinks, you know, but you know, as far as, you know, all the sexual encounters, Mario say it ain't happening. It ain't happening.
Mm-mm.
You have to stand on a damn brick to be tall enough. No, I'm talking about a cinder block. Mm-mm. You ain't playing that game.
I just can't even mentally imagine how that supposed to go. After a while, you'll start feeling like, man, this shit here is insane. What the fuck am I doing? Oh my god! But I guess once the lights go out and shit, I guess if it feel what it feel, I guess it is what it is.
I ain't doing it.
I
Mm-mm.
said, I ain't doing. We never get to that point. I ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? Can I call you somebody? You need help?
Okay. Better call Lassie.
Shit. Oh man. All right, y'all. We're gonna leave it right there. Thank y'all for hanging out with us. Don't forget we out there in them digital streets. We appreciate it. The guys held it down tonight. We did our thing. So at some point we'll get the whole crew back together. But don't forget that price list is gonna be circulating and floating around out there for y'all ladies. So don't forget y'all can pay too. You know, we equal opportunist.
Mm-hmm.
So just keep your
Start thinking about
Andrea
that
gonna.
price list and that list. I tell you, it's comparable to what y'all be receiving because y'all be on some astronomical bullshit. We on some reasonable shit.
Yeah, yeah. So I look forward to y'all feedback to see how this is all going to play out. This should be very interesting and hilarious at the same time. So we gonna get that out there at some point when Andrea decide to put it off in the group for the people in the total group. We definitely want to get y'all feedback. So if y'all see it out there, please comment. Whether you know indifferent, love it, against it, or whatever, comment. Let us know what you think, and then let's have a real, true, discussion about it. Cause times are changing. We deserve, we want equal rights too.
Okay.
So with that being said, we out, y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out with us.
Hey.